A spark. The Chargers needed to win the game, especially coming off that loss in Houston last week. And right now, they control their own destiny. All they got to do is beat the Raiders in Vegas next week, Kyle. Reporting live from SoFi, Gerard Moncure, Fox 11 Sports. Back to you.
All right, Gerard, thanks a lot. Looked like a lot of fun out there at SoFi today. Let's take a look now at the AFC playoff picture. And by virtue of that victory today and a Baltimore loss and a number of other things, suddenly you've got the Chargers right back there in the number 7 slot. That would be the last playoff seed, guys. Yeah. And like Gerard just said, now it's up to the Chargers.
Up to the Chargers.
Next week, they go to the Death Star in the desert to take on the Raiders on the road. Let's not forget, they've already beaten the Raiders earlier this season. They did that at SoFi Stadium. So once again, the Chargers have their destiny in their very own hands.
Hey, good sign that special teams is playing, Jackie. That was a big play by
really
Roberts today.
And I like,
return.
It was, but I like their coach. I think they have an advantage with the coaching staff that they have, and I'm looking for them to make some noise.
Mm-hmm. Man, and I tell you, the distribution of passes, Ron, with Justin Herbert was immense today. Every guy got involved, 8 different receivers.
Yeah, you know, the Chargers won't let you leave them, will they? Just when you say, I'm done with them. Disappointing loss against Houston last week, you're wondering, what in the world? And then they come back and do that. So next week's game against the Raiders, not only will it be important, but it will be against 2 teams that are very similar, because just when you think they don't have anything to give you, now they give you great games like today.
Well, Ron, let me tell you something. I've been watching the Chargers.
You know, Kyle.
For about 20.
It's a different team now, different coach.
No more chargering allowed in LA.
I started covering the Chargers, I think it was in about 2001, and you hit the nail right on the head. That's what it's all about. The minute you jump off the bandwagon, that's when they come back and win a couple of games, and they win you back, and they draw you back in, and there you go. So it's just
it's different now. It's different. It's something about the glamour in LA.
I'll tell you what, it's awfully nice to be in the position they're in now, because now they know you win, you're in, and that's it. You don't have to worry about other people. You don't have to worry about help from others. I'm going to tell you, that just real quick here, the team that's really surprising me is these Tennessee Titans, who are once again the number 1 seed in the AFC by virtue of the Bengals today beating the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a team that lost the best running back in football, and they just keep on winning, and they're still able to get there and be the number 1 seed. For my money,
is it really
Mike
surprising,
is the coach
with
of
Mike Vrabel and his experience and what they did to the Rams when they came here?
Good point.
But to lose Derrick Henry, and you're still running the ball down the throat.
So what does that tell you?
What does that tell you?
What does that tell you? And on top of all of that, they lost Safford, the offensive left guard, who is perhaps their most dominant run blocker, and they're still running the football. Yeah. So it says something about the commitment to do it. And this is the other thing we haven't talked a whole lot about, guys. Once we get into the playoffs, there's 2 things that travel real well. Consistently, always have, always will. You've got to be able to run the ball, and you've got to be able to play defense. That's what the Tennessee Titans have done all season long.
Well, it's impressive that they continue to do that. As you like to say, the leopard doesn't change its spots. And
That's
they did not do that. Deonta Foreman over 100 yards today. They had 198 yards rushing today. And again, with Derrick Henry on the shelf.
It's who
Since
they are.
Halloween.
It's who they are.
And he's expected back for the playoffs.
He might come back, yep.
Wow. Tell you what, it's going to be fun to watch. All right, we'll take a timeout. Coming up here, who is this Rams defensive player running wild in the backfield in high school? Snap that ball. And there he goes. Who is this? Who is this?
He looked like a wide receiver.
He really does. All right, we'll tell you right after the break.
How about that?
Profile brought to you by BMW. See a Southern California BMW Center today for exceptional offers or visit SoCalBMW.com.
Okay, tonight we feature Rams defensive lineman Greg Gaines in our player profile. He was a Freeway League MVP while at La Habra High School, twice voted as top defensive lineman in the Pac-12. The Rams selected him in the 4th round in 2019. Gaines played for Frank Mazzotta at La Habra. The coach tweeting out this, he said, quote, that's why Greg Gaines played tailback in our I formation at La Habra. He also posted a video of Gaines running the football. We're going to take a look at this. What in the world?
What in the world
this
is going
all
on?
about, what is going on?
He's an athlete.
I'm telling you right now, this guy is shocked, has shocked me. There he is.
Oh, making a tackle there.
That was him. That
Where's
was
he
him.
at now? He's in the
Vince,
backfield.
look, Vince, this guy right here, this guy right here is, you know, when the Rams drafted him, I looked and I thought to myself, what in the world are you thinking? This is the National Football League. You can't be drafting those 6'1", 310-pound defensive linemen that are not particularly fast or anything like that. And then I start watching this guy. I started watching him on rundowns. You just can't block him. He reads blocking schemes very well and plays to the weakness of the things that you're trying to do to him. As a pass rusher, he reminds me of Williams, Kyle Williams, that played with the Buffalo Bills. Rob, we were talking about him earlier. He played 13 years up there. The guy was 6'1", weighed about 300 pounds, but no one could block him because he was such a skilled guy. And here he is right here. You know, this guy is so special that I'm sure right now the Rams, Aaron Donald loves the guy.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald loves the guy. Every time he gets a sack, every time he makes a tackle, you see Aaron go over and love this guy because he knows that this man is making contributions to this team that can help them win big games and even bigger games that once they get into the playoffs. Greg Gaines, I used to look at him and say, okay, you can get anybody that size and they're not going to be that special. But this guy is really smart, he's highly skilled, and he's tough as nails. So Greg Gaines is my new favorite Ram.
Did you see that play he ran today? It looked like Aaron Donald. They shifted
I
the line and
saw.
made the tackle.
He gets a lot of garbage sacks. He's a great compliment to Aaron on the inside on passing downs. He gets a lot of garbage sacks. And if you check out the running plays that are inserting in the line of scrimmage when he's there, he's usually the guy that's first there to the ball. He does a fantastic job of reading and playing blocks.
Look at that position through history. What he plays is that shade kind of nose guard right over the center. He's got to be able to command a double team or at least create enough havoc to free up guys like Aaron Donald. Remember Henry Thomas with the Minnesota Vikings?
Absolutely.
John Randall was the 3 technique.
Right.
Booger
Absolutely.
McFarland to Warren Sapp. Those two work hand in hand. So we were talking about contracts with this guy. I don't know where they're going to get the money from a cap standpoint because they're up against it, but they better find some because I know one guy that wants him right there, and that's Aaron Donald.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's versatile, and he's most improved, too, Kyle. But Sean McVay needs to find a way to get him on the offense, put him at fullback, let him in release.
No, we don't want to do that. There you go.
Hold on now.
Let's just leave the man where he's playing championship football where he is. Leave the man where he is.
So, Jackie, you're saying Greg Gaines is now your favorite Ram?
My new favorite Ram.
Really?
Yeah. I get a new favorite Ram every week.
Robert Woods just texted me and said,
No, he
what
didn't.
happened? Robert Woods is saying,
You know, Robert Woods, you always my favorite Ram. That's the only reason why I went to Greg Gaines, because Robert is not there.
Don't be flipping like that, Jack. Come on now. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we are going to answer the age-old question, can Jackie catch? Vince is going to put the linemen's hands to the test.
Well.
You are
Here
not
we go.
going to want to miss this.
Here
Take
we
off
go.
the jackets, boys. Let's go. We're
Loose
back
stuff
in just
here.
a moment. Wait, now you're not throwing the football. You don't need to do that. You're not throwing it.
Hands.